All right, this is example 1 of graphing ellipses. We're going to find the center, vertices, co-vertices, and foci in order to sketch the graph. Our equation is right there. I have the general equation on the side from the PowerPoint. That's going to help us out when we're trying to find A, B, and C. So, step 1, find the center using the zero product property. So, I know that the zero product property will give me x minus 1 is equal to 0, y plus 2 is equal to 0, x equals 1, y is equal to negative 2. So then that means my center, h comma k, is at 1 comma negative 2. Alright, so then that's the first thing. Second thing, we're going to find A, B, and C. So find A. And pretty much A can be found always on the left hand side. So then, but that's A squared. So to find A, I do A squared is equal to 16, that value there. So then just A, I take the square root. So then those cancel. A is equal to 4. And that's going to help us out later on. And now we're going to find B. B squared is on the right hand side. That's your B. So then B squared is equal to 9. Square root. So then B is equal to 3. And then we're going to find C. And C actually has a formula. C squared is equal to the biggest number minus the smallest number. And in this case, my biggest number is 16 minus 9. So then that will give me 7. So then C is equal to the square root of 7. All right, step 3, we need to determine if the ellipse is a vertical or horizontal ellipse. And to do that, you have to see, is A bigger than B or is B bigger than A? In this case, 16 is bigger than 9, so A is bigger than B, meaning that this means that we have a horizontal ellipse. So then our ellipse is horizontal. And that's going to help us out because now I know that certain values are going to be added to my x-axis. So to find the vertices is always on the major axis. Because this is a horizontal ellipse, that means my major axis is horizontal, which means that my values are going to be added to the x. So step 3, I have h plus a comma k. And this is technically step 4. H minus a comma k, and these are going to give me the vertices of the ellipse. How did I know to add or subtract to A? So you're going to have a vertice on the left, a vertice on the right, and since it's a horizontal ellipse, I need to add it to the H because the H is my x coordinate. B will never go with your H. Only A goes with your H. B goes, so only A goes with H. B always goes with K. And C, it depends on the ellipse. So that's how I knew what values to add. So then my H is 1 plus 4 comma negative 2. H is 1 minus 4 comma negative 2. So then I have 5 comma negative 2. And and -3, comma, -2. And then these are my two vertices. Now we're going to go to finding the co-vertices. So because the vertices were on the major axis, the co-vertices are on the horizontal. So step 5, co-vertices. These are actually on the minor axis. So then that tells me that I have h comma k plus b, because I'm adding it to the y coordinate for the minor axis, h comma k minus b. So then that gives me 1 comma -2 plus 3, 1 comma -2 minus 3, 1 comma 1, and 1 comma -5. So then I have my two co-vertices. And so this is vertices, co-vertices, and I have my center. You're going to need all of those to graph. But we're not done. I still need the foci point. The foci point is found inside of the ellipse. So step 6, the foci point. And the foci point always depends on the type of ellipse, because this is a horizontal ellipse. Horizontal, that means you're going to add C to your H. So then that means I have H plus C, comma K, and H minus C, comma K. That gives me 1 plus square root of 7, comma -2. 1 minus square root of 7, comma -2. Like I said, you can change it to a decimal, and then you get an approximation of 3.645, comma -2, and -1. -1.645, comma -2. And we're gonna need those points. So now to graph it. So let me kind of zoom this out. You create your graph. I am going to create my graph here on the side. So try to make a best line as possible. Doesn't have to be perfect. I start with the center, add 1 comma -2. So 1 comma -2. That's the center. And then you can graph your vertices. That's 5 comma -2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's actually 6. So then my 5 lands here at -2. -3 comma -2. So that's the vertices. 1, 2, 3, -2. That's a vertice. Now I need the co-vertice, which is at 1 comma 1. And then add 1 comma -5. 3, 4, 5. Co-vertice, co-vertice. And I can connect it because that makes the ellipse. And then the foci point is at 3, so 1, 2, 3 point something, 0.64, comma -2. And -1.6 60 something, -2, and that's the foci point. And then a way you can tell if your graph is correct is that you can see that the A value is with your H, so there needs to be a length of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's correct. And B is your vertical, there needs to be half a length of 3. 1, 2, 3. Then that's correct. And that's it. You graphed it and you found all the information you need. We're going to go ahead and go to example number 2.